Here's a situation. You have a massive spreadsheet with multiple columns of data that keep growing in length as you get new data, and different formulas that apply to that data. What you need is a way to set a new range dynamically. Let's look at this example. I have 4 branches, 3 rows of data. Now as I get new data, I want a way for it to pick it up automatically or dynamically. And I'm going to use the offset function to help me with that. First I have to name a range for each one of these branches. To save time, I'm only going to do this on one branch. But I'm using Excel 2010, so to set a named range, I go to the Formulas ribbon, then I hit Name Manager, and hit New. Come up with a name for it, something short and descriptive. BA is going to stand for Branch A. Come down to the Refers To box, and I'm going to use the offset formula. The offset formula has 5 arguments. The first one is the base. That's the base. The next one, it's asking me, do you want to move up or down by any number of rows? And I don't. So I could type in a 0 or leave it blank and just hit another comma. So I'm going to leave it blank. The third argument asks me the same question about columns. Do you want to move to the left from the base, or do you want to move to the right from the base? And I don't. So I'm going to hit another column. Leave that one blank as well. The fourth argument is going to ask me how tall is this, or what is the height? Well, that's the part we don't know. So to figure that out, we're going to use a formula. Count A is going to count non-blank cells in the range we give it, and the range we give it is going to be the entire column. Now I have this branch A text in there that I don't want to include, so I'm going to say -1. The fifth argument asks me about the width. Well, it's only one column, so I can ignore that one as well. Since it's the last argument, I don't have to put in a comma. I can just close parentheses. Hit enter. There's the named range we just created. Here's what it refers to. Let's test it with a simple sum formula. Formula, named range we just created, enter. Its answer is 50. So I can highlight this to check it, come down here and see that it came up with 50. That's the right answer. Well, let's see if I add more to it, will it pick that up? So if I type in 40 and hit enter, I want to see that thing move to 90, which it did. 10 moves to 100, it's working. Anytime I have other formulas that are going to refer to the same range, all I need to do is type the formula name and the range I just created. So it's formula, range, formula, range, formula, range, formula, range. And let's look at this close to make sure it's working. According to this, there's 5 rows. So we can scan this and see, yep, there's 5 rows. Maximum it says is 40. Yes, the maximum is 40, and the minimum it says is 10. Yes, there are 2 10s, but the minimum is 10. And I'm just going to have to trust it on the standard deviation. So let's add more here and see if it picks it up over here. So I'll pick a number bigger than the current max. I'll pick 50. So the max here went up to 50, the count went to 6, the standard deviation adjusted accordingly, and the sum way over here picked up to 50. So it's working. Let's try it one more time. Let's put something lower than the min. Let's put in 5. This picked it up, count picked it up, min picked it up, standard deviation picked it up. So it's working. Let me show you what I did. I used the offset function within a named range to make this dynamic. And that is a way to solve this need.